makosa basi wewe utanishtaki. Ningetaka tuende Shanzu au Diani na unataka light skin, kwani mimi ni blonde? Niko ndani ya duka nikimedi na mashasha, jaribu jingani mapare utapata. Viatu tumepiga ni maklak za kobata, warembo wote wananukia kokoba. Basi rusha mikono kama unaona uko tipsy, rusha mikono kama maisha iko fiti, rusha mikono kuja basi twende hivi. Jalala siku tano naona kama nitachizi.
Trouble, make a mess, pa pa pa, violence, 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 violence. East or west, whopping your best. Western man, start to trace. We're in trouble, make a mess, pa pa pa, violence, 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 violence. Kids are flowing, immaculate. Wanapenda teacher arguments, tuna over too hard to regulate. She wants this tea and I ovulate. Kwetu inji unafungia kwa gate, sizeki kwa sako na zeka kwa safe. Vya tunadunga wezi zilace, mdogo 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 ndio pace. Wezi threat, tumedunga balaclava. Uko live unapanda sana, na tufika una mama real G's wa undercover. Tukibeef mi naleta drama, na kumangia mama na mama kikukiza na chalama. Akupeti na siya chufa kiza bro, it's cold in the streets. Pull up your socks if you wanna get rich. Violence I wanna unleash on my enemies. Kitawaramba tena sana, kwa usiku hadi mchana. Leo ni nini? 23rd, when I smash, it's a rap. Nina wazito Kigali Rwanda, she's a painting, I need a number. Oh boy, you don't deserve her. Na kukuona na staki la fama. Pass me the zoop my virgin. Siezi bonga na mafedi. Big Baba for crazy. Yeah. East or west, whopping your best. Western man, start to trace. We're in trouble, make a mess. Pa pa pa, violence, 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 violence. East or west, whopping your best. Western man, start to trace. We're in trouble, make a mess. Pa pa pa, violence, 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 violence.
Nilizaliwa kali mekunja sura, nasari mkapigwa na rula. Problematic, so you knew that me was the fight za kumama pua. Chana na tweets, mi na pula, mbogi korodi, ready na shua. Net worth inapimwa na shura, nikiva tom za mkua. Too many flows need a max, upad na musha, easy azanga, that imani. Mboka klesi ya jajani, says me bado wanashangaa. Nilipenya wapi kanyoka Australia, white robes in pop Romania. Literally water, sprinkle hater, tukimada seme hallelujah. Si lazima ni short kwa track, nimjue nimekill, the fuck is that? Unanipima na mademo ingine wanarap, excuse me, are you mad? Mini four leaf clover, pot of gold, I'm a fucking Pegasus. Bonge shit nyuma yangu alafu tufanye French, we eat that sass. Sauti nyororo, poison ivy, pretty green killer. Fixed na sneaky link, ni point wa mjaka na mluya. Tiplo single room ya mabati, wenye wanajua, wanajua. Sema shot kimada, si wote tuseme hallelujah.
East or west, whopping your best. Western man, start to trace. We're in trouble, make a mess. Pa pa pa, violence, 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 violence. East or west, whopping your best. Western man, start to trace. We're in trouble, make a mess. Pa pa pa, violence,
Come when I feel this, RYTHYM sculpture. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. RYTHYM sculpture. Come
Yes, a very good afternoon to everyone, or a good evening to everyone who is there with us. Karibuni sana to another episode of the RYTHYM Scope Show. I'm hoping your Friday is going on swiftly and smoothly. Karibuni sana once again. My name is Katie, and of course the captain of the show. And remember, today is on a Friday. We take it easy. Shmani mambo vipi?
Niko fiti sana Katie, how are you?
I'm fine. Are you excited?
It's the eve of Christmas. I'm feeling good.
The weekend.
The weekend is here.
Okay.
The long-awaited weekend through the year.
Manze, it is here. It is finally here, and we are all excited to be part of it. You know, the worst part is not being part of it, but we are greatly and humbly excited for being part of this. But anyway, family, karibuni sana once again. Remember to keep it interactive with us right here, and of course we are going to have a great time. We started off with an amazing jam that was a little minor cocoa butter, and also we went to a brand new jam done by Brida featuring Amandi, Trio Mio and J Cash. The jam is Violence. I hope you did get to jam and to do those two amazing jams as we get into know why I didn't wear red. And apparently I noticed that I don't have red clothes.
For real? That's crazy.
You have red clothes?
Yes, I have.
I have
red
not
shoes.
red shoes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have bottom reds too, so it works.
Okay.
And I have a Santa cape.
Oh, you have one. You would have worn it to the studio.
I thought I would be clowning myself.
You would.
Yeah.
You would, and Kid will be out here coming for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, my people, today we're spreading love, positivity, and happiness all the way. So karibu sana. In case you're joining us for the first time, please feel free to spread love with us. And in case there's that one person you want to wish happy festive seasons, you can send that message, and we shall read it out for them. But anyway, we shall go back to one more jam. We shall be coming back with our quotes of the day. And in case Orishmani, you want to say something?
You always cut.
No, you know, Shmani, I said Mambo VP.
Mambo VP is not introduction.
Shmani wants to introduce herself.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Hi guys.
Shmani is
I
just
hope you
like that
guys-
person. Habari zenyu?
I mean, I'm wondering why you always do this all the time. Yeah, but anyway, guys, Katie's a hater, so
No,
don't
I'm
worry
not.
about it. Karibuni sana. My name is Shmani. For those who are going to find us on YouTube for the first time, don't forget it's Shmani. All right, interact with us. We are live on our WhatsApp numbers. You already today is all about love, all about spreading positivity, and definitely all about taking it easy. The weekend is here. Where are you tuned in from? And definitely let us know where you are celebrating your Eve or you're celebrating your Christmas at. Karibuni sana and enjoy this amazing show of the Rhythm Scope Show.
Yes, that's the band. They are back with a new one. Inaitwa Maftani. Wacha tuone kina nani watakuwa Maftani hii weekend.
This is what news. Tuko hapa na mshindi wetu wa 30 million shillings taslim. Bwana Tumani, hii pesa unapanga kuitumia?
Nimefurahi sana. Pesa nafanya mambo kadhaa.
Mambo kama gani?
Tai kwanza nalipa madeni na kamjengo nyumbani, nataka nijenge kamjengo.
Uko na
My quote of the day is you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending.
Yes, my quote of the day is Christmas is the spirit of giving without a thought of getting. Of course, we've been actually saying this for the whole month. No one is giving. Yeah.
Good vibrations, it go down there. Leo tuzitoke, na twende left, twende right, twende side to side. Teremuka tuna hiyo design, twende front, twende back, tugi boogie all night. Lazima leo tuzitoke, na twende left, twende right, twende side to side. Teremuka tuna hiyo design, twende front, twende back, tugi boogie all night. I just wanna choke. Leo niko maftani, tunazijipata kijani. Leo niko maftani, I wanna spend some money. Leo niko maftani, tunazijipata kijani.
the band. The jam is Mafutani. I hope
Are
you
they
did get.
featuring somebody?
Yeah,
The
Tomani and Chief
name.
Muya.
Is it really at the band or they are featured in the song?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's even the quality.
Yeah,
The quality is
yeah,
not like the
but
Hat the Band song.
it's posted on their page.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really know, but yeah, it is Hat the Band. We also have Tomani and Chief Moya. But anyway, as we get started, Ashmani, and you know, most of the people right here, they are traveling to go to the village. And I remember, one of the things I remember about Christmas, if we were traveling, but most of the time Christmas has never found me traveling because I've always lived in the Ushago or in the village where I have my grandparents over there. So there was this one time, I remember we were traveling to go to my mom's grandma place.
Yeah.
And it's very far. You know, Juja, past Juja, there's a place called Juja Farm. That place is very far, and Changas doing a card, and it's rocks. So I remember during traveling or before traveling, you have to pack, of course. You have to pack because you're going for a whole week.
Yeah.
So my mom made sure she went through the clothes we have packed. Do you relate to that, to something like that?
Yeah, parents are like that. My mom, not right now, but even ukiona ukienda high school, hata mkitravel, they always check, because sometimes we pack, you know, very maybe short clothes, and sometimes they're like, no, because I know my mom always tells me, every time we have a family meeting, she will tell me, you know your uncle will be here. Uncle zako watakuwa, tafadhali. When
Don't
she says
wear
that,
short clothes.
yeah, because I might pop on a crop top, you know, back then. But right now I know how to dress if I'm going for different occasions. But back then I really didn't give, you know, a lot of care about it. But I remember the reason as to why she was packing when we were really young, not even about crop tops, is sometimes you're going maybe to a cold place, or umepack to shati.
Yeah.
She has to check whether you have sweaters and shoes and socks. Moms always know, and something about them is sometimes unashindwa kupack in a bag, but she'll come and pack everything.
And they will squeeze everything and it will fit to a small bag.
Yeah.
So what happened is, my mom, she told us to pack. So we are 3 of us. Of course, she's going to help the little one to pack. But now I have to pack, and my elder brother has to pack. I've never packed. Okay? I've never packed. I don't know what to pack. So I asked Mom, what should I pack? She's like, endo uchukue kamisi yangu pack. You know, African mothers. And I'm like, you know, I took the kamisi and packed. I don't know what to pack. I packed one pant and 2 t-shirts. So when she came to look at the things I have packed, she's like, where do you think you're going? Do you know I'm going to leave you here? I'm going to leave you here and I'm not going with you. Now I started crying. But I'm asking, what should I pack? I don't know what to pack. So I believe during the festive seasons, this is when the parents, or not even during the festive seasons, because most of the festive seasons, we see people living in the urban cities traveling back to their villages. So I believe during this time, parents should be taking advantage of teaching their children some things like those, some skills like those, because Shumani right now, just go and tell 11-year-old kid to pack. What will they pack? They will pack their toys, their balls, and they will forget about clothes. They will even forget about their bathing towels and toothbrushes. But it's because they don't know. It's because you haven't taught them. Because I was never taught how to pack.
Nobody teaches you, Katie, how to pack. Nobody has been taught ever. Utaisikia, I've never had. Ukienda place unapack. No. But you just learn. Your parents come, pack for you, you see it with time, and then you start packing. So, it's not even about.
And I was not used to traveling, Shmani. I didn't get an opportunity to be traveling all the time, because I told you we live in the village where our grandfather is here, our relatives are here. So So many of us don't get that chance to learn, and I believe parents should be taking advantage of this season to be teaching their kids on how to pack, what are the necessities, what do you need most, especially when you're traveling as a child and also as a person. Because I remember even for my first sleepover, I called my best friend. So what do I need to pack when I'm traveling? I'm going for a sleepover. What do I need to pack? You know, and it's crazy. It's always crazy. But away from that, and since we're talking about children and everything, yesterday I saw the Kenyan government, or the Kenya Ministry of Education, reduced subjects for the CBC learners, and the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms reported or recommended the reduction of the learning area at all primary school levels under the CBC system. Tuko COK understands the move to reduce the CBC subject as geared towards eliminating duplication and overlaps across various levels of basic education. In the meantime, the rationalization of learning areas at senior schools is ongoing, and a circular will be released during the first term of 2024. And I think this is so good. I saw in the junior classes we had so many lessons, and I was like, this is a child. How do you expect, you know, in high school we learned like 14 subjects to a point that now you're getting to choose. You remember? Yeah, we had like 14 subjects, and then you have to choose. Right now they have been reduced to 9 subjects, and from junior, the small babies that the lower classes have been their subjects have been reduced. I don't know to how many. And also we had the junior secondary, which had like 12, was it 12?
Yeah, right now to 9.
Yeah. And this is so good because they have eased and reduced the burden of these learners. Because Shumani, you know, at the end of the day, there are some of these things I believe, even if it's okay to learn them, I believe they are not helping me in any way. Look at something like Kiimbo. Kiimbo ni nini?
I don't know.
I don't remember as well. But
was it a subject?
No, Kiimbo is not a subject. It was in Kiswahili. It was it was in literature, fasihi. Yeah, so Kiimbo ni, there's that sound of, I don't know, but yet, and also we had so many things that we learned that were so unnecessary, and I feel like this is so good. It is a very good move towards the encouragement of these learners to work hard on these now new subjects, or these few subjects they have.
You know, I reported it in the morning, and I'm not relating to CBC a lot, because first and foremost, all our subjects were 5 in primary. I don't know when we got to 8. I don't know.
Subjects were 5.
I studied maths, English, Kiswahili, social studies, and CRE. Stroke CRE,
science,
and science only. I studied 5 subjects. Yes, I didn't study a lot of in primary, you know, and that is, I knew it was out of 500 marks, you know, because every subject was 100%. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, they've been released. I'm like, when did we get to 9 subjects, and why is it 9? And the other day they just released marks out of 500. How is it?
Last time it was still the other curriculum, 844, the KCSE and
so
the KCPE.
Still 5 subjects.
Last time the last the last KCPE that was done this year. This one.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the last one, the one that was done previously was the last. For 844. Now we don't have any other students using the 844 curriculum.
Yes, I do agree, and I'm asking you. The last one here released last week.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So it
Our
was yes, I know. So meaning this was the last 500 marks.
Yes.
All right.
It was the last people to learn the 844.
So meaning the subjects are still 5.
I don't know.
No,
They are
they're-
more than
Not
5.
now, Katie.
Mhm.
Try and get. I'm
Oh,
saying.
they were still 5.
They were still 5.
Yeah.
So you also did 5.
I also did 5.
Alright.
And
Now,
yeah.
now this is what I didn't understand because I'm like, CBC now they're 8, Mana they're 12. You know,
They are 9. They
they're
even
9.
have
I'm
engineering
like,
in CBC.
What? Which other 9 are those? This is just too much. And then maybe I'm
let me
thinking
try and
also.
find. Mhm.
Maybe I'm also thinking
Mhm.
that maybe they have been distributed per the way we were in campus. We used to study a whole course, but we have different units. You know, so maybe the social studies has been reduced to make it easier.
Mhm.
You know, so they have a lot of units that have now become like subjects, and that's why maybe they're 9 because I do believe also this is kind of tiresome to actually, now you start basing. For example, I really hated, let me just say in mathematics, I hated, statistics. And, I didn't hate math, I hated biology, I hated chemistry and physics. So let us say something like maybe molecules. And right now you can imagine, molecules is going to be a whole damn subject. And you're like, what? This was just by the way. Now it's a whole subject. You have to look deeper into it. I feel like it's just draining so much. And mostly these students, they're not even going to focus or settle on these things that you're teaching. How many things right now do we look at and I'm like, how did that help me though?
So
a lot of stuffs actually did not work for me. A lot of stuffs I did. I've never even met them.
Yeah.
I've never used them in my career. So I actually, vie for reduction as much as possible so that everybody can, or if it's not reduction, ask a student
what they are
passionate
with,
about
yeah.
and let them study that. History ya kufanya like 15 subjects and yet you're only going to measure on 2. Why not just measure on 2 and follow your career?
Do you remember
full
during
time?
our times in primary school, we had people with the bags that were touching their buttocks?
Yes, and as we were like in private schools, so there's a lot of
Yeah, a
books
lot
and
of
very
books.
heavy. Yes,
Imagine.
it's
But
so
I've
heavy.
checked up on the subjects in the CBC curriculum. We have English, Kiswahili, mathematics, integrated science, health education,
Yeah.
pre-technical, and the pre-career. Pre-career, what is that? Social
maybe the-
studies, religious education,
Yeah.
business studies, agriculture, life skills
Primary.
education.
That is high.
This is high school.
Okay.
This is high school.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have a physical education, that is sports, foreign languages.
Yeah.
PE. We also have in foreign languages you can either take German, French, or Mandarin,
Yeah.
and there are also indigenous languages that are set to be introduced.
Yeah, sometimes I do agree with some of the subjects because I'm like, kuna wenye wanamalizanga like form 4 and then they go to Alliance, to study another foreign language. If you studied it in high school and you want to pursue that career, it's gonna be easy because you already did it in not like for example the way to limaliza shule and then we have IT. You go for IT courses. Instead of going for the IT courses, they've now brought it to the school,
To the
to high
school,
school.
yeah.
Now you like computer subjects, right? Also computer lessons. So it's kind of very easy. But again, I hope people can get to choose. I
What
really,
they
yeah,
want.
I really like in high school because in high school now you choose what you're comfortable with. But
But-
imagine in primary you have 9 subjects and you have to do all of them, and
You
it's
have
just
no
too
choice.
much. Yes, and it's just
And you'll just get 300 marks out of all.
yeah, it's now like we have
Right
9
now, I
sets,
don't know
900
how what is the average mark,
Yeah.
but I remember there is a national. For CBC they have national examination for grade 3.
Yeah.
When you're going to grade 4,
Yeah.
they also have national examinations for grade 6.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lower and then there is upper and
Yeah.
then there is junior.
Yeah.
High school.
Mhm.
Like it's crazy. It's
It
just
is-
a lot.
and that is in one block.
I know. I'm like, Katie, come to think about it, it's the same thing that was happening. It's just the names and then because even
And
in,
the curriculum.
Yeah, because even in school, in our school, we used to call class 1 to 3 lower class.
Yeah.
So I don't see any difference.
And upper class.
And upper class, I don't see any much difference of it. It's only that more subjects have been
Introduced.
and somehow it's tiresome for me. I would like it to be as simple as possible so so that they can choose and focus. Like for example, if you choose maybe you love computer, study computer, and this stuff about educational systems in Kenya, I still feel is not so good because they're just teaching you the curriculum. They're not teaching you the main thing. After education, what else? Have you had somebody telling you that? Only now high school I've heard they're saying, you know, career lessons. And that is something you're taught even because I do remember before to Malize Form 4, before we chose, you know, campuses we wanted to go to, we had a career master who would come and teach us and, you know, advise us on different careers and what to choose. But now you have it, then you definitely choose what you like. You know, before, I mean, you have all the knowledge of it. So it's kind of good, but also tiresome in a way.
Yeah, it's I believe it's also tiresome for the parents because you've seen the requirements. Your kid comes home and tells you, Mom, I want this. Mom, I want a packet of sausages. A packet of sausages to go and practice how to cook them. And maybe even at home you don't afford sausages yourself, you know.
And even the textbooks are expensive, the materials. Imagine, Katie, at Form 1, your parents has bought all the textbooks because at Form 1 you will do all the subjects before you reach at a certain point where you have to choose. And then, ukifika Form 2, third term, you choose 7 subjects, so the rest of the textbooks is a wastage of.
And you know, the books that we used are not going to be used by now this generation.
Exactly.
You know, our time was very easy because my brother would use a certain textbook and I would use it when I get to that class. But this time, you might even find that even the ones that are now being used right now, in the next 2 years will not be used.
I don't think they're being
one.
used. I don't think they're not I don't think they're going to be used because first and foremost
the curriculum has changed.
Yes, and even lesson subjects like career has never been there. So you have to buy new books for it. Now PE is going to be like a whole subject. You know, the books and Makamba and carry gymnastic stuff to school. I mean,
you remember our maths teacher used to take advantage of the PE lesson. I never loved it when PE was or maths was next to PE because we used not to go for PE.
Or
we
could chemistry.
Oh my God! Chemistry was boring. Oh shit! I hate that.
And then it will come in the afternoon, and then it's from 2 to 4. I'm like 2 hours you're in the lab. You're not getting anything.
You're not getting anything. You're sleeping the whole
your phone.
And now after maybe you are left to do a certain practical, or maybe you're being taught and the teacher needs to collect marks. I used to go and copy from people. I used to go and peep. You know, in the lab, you don't see it.
You don't see it.
Yeah,
you just stand.
So you just stand. So I would go and peep at people's marks and record and that's it.
It was crazy.
It was crazy, but at the end of the day, I feel like now this is a good move, and we need to see more of this, and we need to see the reduction of these subjects to a point that we are getting to even 2 subjects, 5
let
subjects.
People major on what they love doing. Like I like it in states and some countries. I hear the educational system is, you see your kid talented in this. There's no need for the school curriculum, you know. Just take him to where he's passionate about. If it is music, you've seen him loving guitars at a younger age. You just know this is a musician. Unampeleka musical school.
I have even had music in the nini.
Yeah, I have
the subjects.
exactly. Not even talents, right?
Yeah.
Now you see, they don't even want to promote the talents anymore. Because as we also had music.
Yeah, even
I've had agriculture. I've not even seen science.
Yeah, it's
science
not there.
is not
Maybe
there.
they have a different name for it.
What are the subjects again?
Now I have to Google again, Shmai.
You have to Google because this was important, Katie. If you love home science, I mean, I really enjoyed. I didn't study home science, but the prefect in charge of home science was my friend. So she would bake cakes every Friday, and I would just enjoy.
Okay, the subjects are like this. We have English, Kiswahili, mathematics, integrated science. Maybe is that one, or health education. There is the health education. There is also pre-technical and pre-career. We also have social studies, religious education, business studies, agriculture, life skills education.
Life skills maybe is there. It's like history and
life skills is when you're taught about handling you.
Yeah, that's
Even
knowledge.
washing you.
Yeah.
Those are some of the things I remember we were taught in life skills.
Life skills,
Yeah. And we also have physical education, that is a PE. We also have foreign languages, and in foreign languages we have German, French, and
But
Mandarin.
those have been there though.
Yeah, they have been there even for the longest time,
Yeah.
even during our time.
Yeah.
But in our school we didn't have them.
Oh, as we had
In our
German,
school we even didn't
had
have
French,
computer studies.
We had, even in campus, we had even Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our school we even
And it
didn't
was
have.
for free.
Mm.
Yeah. It's crazy with Chinese teachers just walking around campus.
They would come to
No, the teachers were Chinese.
What do
Casey.
you mean?
Yes, in Egerton the teachers were Chinese. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
For real, we would even go for exchange programs to China and come back. I didn't though. I didn't. I wasn't studying Chinese. But if you wanted, for example, us who studied languages, you'd add an extra foreign language to help you with your career, make it easy for you. So once you already finish, or rather during that course, because the Chinese lessons were in the evening, so you just it was cheap. I think it was really, really cheap, and you just go, and it's not with semester. After 2 weeks, I think there's steps, I don't know the name. So you learn, and then Chinese teachers are just all over the department. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't love to see Chinese teachers in my school, but
They were
anyway,
there.
it's just crazy.
I mean, why is there not home science for those who want to study hospitality?
Yeah.
Why is there no
music.
for talents? I've not, even if it's not music, they would have just placed a talent lesson where if you want to focus on any of your talent, you go for. We've not seen that being placed, and I think that is something you guys should check. Instead of us now measuring on major subjects, like, I don't say they're not important, like PE, it can still be a unit, because these are other career courses. Is now where you go and choose which career course you want. If you want to be a chef, you study in hospital, maybe Katie, because they're saying career.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
I see Kinara in the building, anasema simu iwekwe portrait bana. Wewe even do inakaanga, and you've been here for the longest time. Haven't you noticed that that is how the phone is always like when we are too? But I see you saying anataka kuona hiyo smile vile inafaa. Okay, but as we get to continue with our show today, mapema, very early in the morning, even when the dark is not even gone.
Yeah.
What
in
was
the wee hours.
in the wee hours?
Yeah.
The dew had not dried.
The birds were chirping.
The people of Sugoi woke up very early today to queue up to get a Christmas gift from the president. Yes, people from Sugoi, remember this is his hometown,
Yeah.
his home village
Yeah.
actually, and this is where President William Ruto comes from. So his people, or the villagers on that side, were waiting for him to come and deliver Christmas gift, of which he did, and they were all very happy. Walipewa ikiwa na gunia imeandikwa William Ruto.
I really hate it because the whole year there's nothing you've done, and the whole year nobody has enjoyed, not even the people who voted for you, because I always look at now the people who are supporting the UDA, the people from Kericho and Nandi, and the people living in the Rift Valley regions. Let me just say that, because he had huge supporters from there. When you look at all the problems facing Kenyans, there is no place that is actually being favored. Hata hiyo Sugoi, whatever Sugoi, it's not that aina bado untaxed play, and it's not being or they're not being taxed as much as people from Nairobi are being taxed. It is the same problems we face as Kenyans. But this one time somebody wants to come and give you, Katie, umeteseka the whole year, you've been paying multiple of taxes, going through bad roads, you're underemployed, and then I come on Christmas Day to give you a few cheap gifts, and then you feel like, oh, he has done something good. This is somebody who's supposed to be changing your life, to create for you a life and opportunities where you will not have to be begging or waiting for gifts during Christmas. You can buy for yourselves. You can actually have a life for yourself. So this thing about politicians coming in to act as if, I feel like it's always a strategy for politicians. Every time they want something in return, or they want to, vie, they come with bribe people with 500 shillings, few gifts, and then you go and suffer for the next 10 or 5 years. There's nothing new. You come back and suffer again, giving them again the same votes or vying for these people. It is very, very crazy that you people, even Osugoi, don't see that people have been suffering so much and you've not even been left outside, yet you are marrying about Christmas gifts. And this is him using you, I mean, playing with your mind.
Unajua watu waliamka saa ngapi? Around 4 am.
It's crazy because maybe it was actually
it was dark. Even the pictures were taken during dark hours. But hundreds of Kenyans turned from Uasin Gishu, Nandi and Kakamega counties flocked to President William Ruto's Sugoi home for early Christmas goodies. Unlike previous years when Ruto held such events, this year event witnessed a huge rise in the number of residents, with long lines being witnessed as early as 4 a.m.
Yeah.
The head of state said his government would continue to reform the agricultural sector to increase food production. So hii imetoka wapi kwa historia kupeana nini?
Exactly.
Unaona? You know, this is how they use these people to spread their propaganda and their lies, their fake manifestos, you know. And it doesn't make sense. But President William Ruto is back to his rural Sugoi home for this year's Christmas celebration. That is just crazy. And I think we as now the civilians, we should stop this madness of waiting to be given every time. You're waiting to receive every time from the government, yet you know very well hii ni pesa yako.
Yeah, exactly.
Unajua, if this man was not taxing us heavily, hata angenipea hiyo unga mimi ningechukua. Imagine, Shmani, this is the tax money.
Exactly.
It is the tax
This
money.
is your own money.
Your own money.
And you
It's
feel
just like the way you would take your 10 bob and go and buy
Right.
yourself a sweet there.
Exactly.
And now you want to feel so good about it.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
this is now
crazy.
somebody owning it. And something that these politicians always use, Katie, they will never, and I always say one thing. If you want to help somebody, give them jobs. Don't give them peanuts, and then you expect them, all right, after giving them peanuts, you expect, of course, they expect you to come back. There's something I studied some other time, and they said your boss wants you to come back to work
All the time.
all the time. That is why he's giving you salary, all right? But the salary is not so much for you not to come back. Otherwise, everybody could be their own bosses. The government or politicians could come, akupe bribes of 500 shillings, of 1,000, or sometimes even of 2,000. Misuse you for over 5 years, Katie, and then before elections again, come and give you another 500 shillings. So you're asking yourself, even if it is the 2,000 shillings, is it gonna manage, or rather is it going to help me in the 5 years that you're on the seat? Because if you really want to help me, right, create for me a job opportunity. Let me actually make my own money to the extent where I don't come begging for your help. I have a very, very rich uncle, very, very rich, Katie, very blessed. And I remember these other times when we were young, when he was studying, you know, he's from a polygamous marriage, so he has 2 wives, right? So imagine when he was studying, during that time my dad was still alive.
Yeah.
So school fee imepanda, like the fee has gone really high on his side. He has kids, you know, from different wives, almost 5 kids, and he has 2 wives, and he has to go back to school. He's studying, that time he's studying masters. He's done with his degree because he went to school and degree was not paying that much, so he was aiming much more. So he goes to masters, and during his time in Yako masters, things are hard. My father is staying with 3 wives right now. Now he's staying with my mom, and all my aunties have come again with their kids. They're living together with us. So there's my mom, there's my 2 aunties, there's us, there are other kids that belong to him, and they stayed with us for almost 2 years, so that my uncle can finish
His
studies. And immediately finished his studies, things got good for him. He got a very well-paying job, started earning money, started buying cars, and you know, he was in a very nice place.
Yeah.
You know, but if somebody gave you that opportunity, you'd expect to actually be appreciative, even if you don't actually give. This was your brother. It's not that they're obligated to, but they helped you. So I during that time I lost my my paps. So when I lost my paps, I mean, I'm looking up to him as my father because my father was a father to he stepped in. I mean, my father stepped in. So I'm looking up to him as my father. But one thing I learned about him is funny because he would want you guys
to come back
again. No, so he would just give you, if you go visit him, just give you 5,000, 10,000, and you're a student, you're feeling like, man, this is a lot of money. So every time we could finish college, because I even remember my sisters. This started when my first sister finished her college. So my uncle has connections. He works with the government, so he has like connections for everybody. Like he can just make, it's a phone call. Unajua yule mwenye akona powers mako, like it's just a phone call away for me to get the gig of my life. So if you go to him, he starts taking you to like on corners, meanders and maneuvers, and he's giving you fake promises, and then he wants you to come back. When you come visit, he's giving you 10,000, 5,000 instead of him just making calls. So one time I realized that I had a cousin, and they're not even close. We did the same course. Immediately my cousin finished school. She was employed by the government. It didn't even take 3 months, and my mom keeps telling us, go to your uncle, he will know what to do. And I got tired. I'm like, these people have gone and they've had their stories. My elder ones, they've had their stories. Kila mse ako, like when I go to him, it's just, you know, meandering. And all of them got their own jobs by themselves, you know, not even with his assistant. So all in all, what I'm trying to say, when it got to my time, I told my mom I'm not going. Like, this is something you already noticed. He doesn't want to help you because he feels like maybe if he's helping, you guys are going to be at a higher stake than him, and you'll stand on your own. He wants to be that person who is always, you know,
like the one giving
the powerful one, you know, and it is just not cool because it's just you want to help people outside. You forget about your own family and people who stood in for you, and you are. Imagine I went to him, and he's like, do you have your papers? My mom is forcing me literally, go to your uncle. And she, oh, do you have your papers? Nini, I will do what? Just give me time. I'm like, bruh, it's not even about time. This is something that ata ukiwa hapa, you just call in favors and it works. And my mom still believes he can, still sends my brother after that. I'm like, no, mom, you don't learn.
Your mom believes too much.
I'm like, you don't learn. This person doesn't want you to grow. He feels like when you grow, and then there's competition now with his sons. I mean, I'm just like, he wants to be in power. And this is what leaders do. They always want to be in power because they will always come and tell you, I'm giving you handouts so that you keep coming back. If they want to help, if the opportunity, build. Hata kama ni Sugoi Katie, build a company, they are very big company, employ people, right? So that most of the people from his county or from the place he comes from are employed. So nobody's coming hata kichotea watu tax, mtu like enyewe alinikreatia job, is just taking his own share. Unajua, but somebody who is just giving you, during unaweza pata hizo vitu Katie, everybody was given something less than 1,000 shillings. And you guys are happy. So tell me, in the next 4 years, is that Christmas gift going to actually help you? It is not.
Or how many days is it even going to last?
Not even a day. That's the problem.
You're only going to eat it for supper today, and then it's done.
It's done. And even 1,000 shillings doesn't
and
even
it's Sugoi
maintain.
people are not rich. This is in the village where extreme poverty is in, you know. And this is just crazy. But let's fight this together, because if nobody turned out for this gift, he would have nobody to give. So we need to stop like believing in being given so much. We look like beggars in his eyes, you know. And this is what he wants at the end of the day.
Create job opportunities for people, and that is where you start helping people. Let us stop taking handouts, and this is where you find youths each and every day. Unapata mtu ako like me, I don't care what I'm going to do because I know people have lost hope. In fact, people say this in Kenya. At the end of the day, I know whom set up your kitty, they still be on the chair, and then people are going to suffer. So what am I supposed to do? Should I even refuse that 500? I mean, that is the only thing I'll eat in the government. So let me eat my 500 bribe, or let me eat my 1,000 bribe. But you're forgetting, the moment you take that bribe, you don't stand for your own. You're the one that is going to suffer on the long run.
But anyway, I see General Mosquito is in the building, is calling us a dynamic duo. He's saying, hello, dynamic duo. Hello to you too.
Hi.
And also you're asking, did Ruto really send farmers to Israel? We're not sure about that, but it was announced that he was set to send 1,500 people to Israeli farms. So we are not sure if they really went. And we didn't even hear the story again. You know, it was just being informed. You are just informed about it. I'm going to send people, and that's it. Maybe you already sent the people, because in was it Malawi, we saw people being sent and they already there. And General Mosquito is saying, Ruto begs so much. His hands look like a cup.
Yeah, he's like, please,
Nipe too.
But hi to you, General. Thank you for the compliment. I like it. Dynamic duo.
And as we get to different conversation, this is about a Nakuru church that he is on the spot. And the reason that the church is on the spot is after 4 sickly children die and buried in its compound. So these children died, they were sick of course, and they were buried in that compound. But going to a hospital for medical help is against the teachings fed to the faithful of the church.
It's giving Kitawaramba.
Mackenzie.
It's just religious bullshit.
Going to the hospital for medical help is against the teachings fed to the faithful of the Church of God Maela. Oh my God, Naivasha sub-county. They have their God. Their God is Maela.
God Maela.
Oh my God. 4 children with health complications died between October and December 2023 after their parents opted to seek divine intervention in the church. The administrations in Maela have apprehended the parents. They also launched a search for the church extremist clerics, and this is just crazy. And I'd blame the parents. And this is the same Mackenzie story.
It's Mackenzie. I mean, it's nothing new, Katie. It's just people who are. I mean, they saw what happened to Mackenzie. And people still believe. This reminds me of
Shmani, did you study with such people?
I remember I didn't study.
Me, I studied with this girl. And tulikuwa tunamuita Wadidomo. They used to wear extreme white clothes.
Yes, even the one I'm saying is white or red.
White clothes. So you know, in school you cannot wear white clothes, so she used to wear a white dress and of course a turban that is white. So not white dress, a school uniform and a white turban. I remember some time back, they had a little brother. This brother was like 10 years. So the brother was beaten by a dog. And you know, in their faith, or their faith doesn't allow them to go to hospital. So what happened is they just kept the boy at home. Beaten by the dog, they kept the little boy at home. The boy got rabies
and died.
He died.
It's crazy because, Katie, I also do remember a certain point. There was this, I don't know, I think it Legio Maria. Or something.
We have Wakorino.
They don't believe in going to church. They believe in praying. You know, when I'm sick, I pray to Allah or to our God, whoever the God is, and I get better. So I remember this guy got sick until he died, and he was the leader of
the church.
The church of Legio Maria.
No, it's crazy because I've seen, even after they die, their bodies are not taken to mortuary.
Yes.
They sleep with them in the house.
I'm like, what is happening?
So this girl in our class, she was actually next to me. Tulikuwa tunapewa dawa za minyoo. You know, back then, the government would bring those dewormers to public schools. So we would get those dewormers, and she's like, we don't take hospital, we don't take medicine. I remember one time she was slapped and she was forced to swallow it.
Because that is crazy.
And now after that, she went and tried to vomit it.
I mean, it's crazy because the naivety and the ignorance and the stupidity, I don't know what to call it, It's just crazy in Africa. You see your own, I mean, there is medication, there is science, everything has already been put there. You're having headaches, you're sick, you're growing into something else, but you believe that with the prayer. I was watching this movie, it's very crazy, it's called Isono. It's, I've been telling you about it.
Yeah.
So Isono is about a South African series, very nice, and there is now a new pastor that has been brought to the church. The pastor is Nigerian, so he's a new pastor because the other pastor was also corrupt. So the new pastor has been brought, and the new pastor also family has issues. So this pastor, his wife is going mad, all right, psycho, but he doesn't want the wife to get help. But this pastor has a problem with the daughter. So I'm wondering, why is the daughter really mad at his father? She's not even staying with the family. So with the time, they get to reveal that this pastor had a son, all right, and he had a son before, and the reason that's why his wife is crazy is because his son started becoming sick, and the pastor couldn't, take him to hospital. So he used to pray each and every day. The son is, until the daughter is telling him, our brother is really, really sick. He needs medical attention. If we don't attend to him, he's gonna die. And he believed in prayer. Still one day, this boy got psychotic, just the same way the mom is now becoming psychotic. And one day went to the river, slept and got swamped by the river and died. Just
He was
like
carried
that.
away by
Yes,
water.
and died because he didn't even feel. He was mad. He went psycho, So this guy has not moved on from it. That is why his mom, every time she sees water, it reminds her of the sun, stuff like that. So she's actually, it is the same process that was happening to the son, but the pastor still insists that, God is going to heal. Let's keep praying and stuff like that. And I had somebody telling him that, however much your God is going to heal, that is why he has brought doctors. That is the advice he told him. He has brought doctors
God
to help
doesn't
you.
even heal
All
a
right?
man.
That is what he was told. Till he released later, now he released his wife to the hospital. But again, this is something that is not only in movies. It's something that happens each and every day. And you see people like Pastor Mackenzie leading people to death. Numbers and numbers of people, more than 300 people, died because of the stupidity of, hey, let's go out and pray, God is going to help us. You lead your own people to death each and every day, and you are seeing because you are selling hope. And the only thing that the agenda of the church or the message they sell is hope. Hope this will happen. Hope this will. How would you hope and you're not helping yourself?
This is why you find most of these people who believe in such religions, they don't thrive much because one, you believe that I cannot go to the hospital, I cannot take medicine.
Exactly.
You'll just get sick and die.
Exactly. It's crazy.
You just get sick. I can even count from that family, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They used to drop and die.
Every day.
And
because of
I
that
remember the
stupidity.
sister of now this girl I was in the same class with. One time she gave birth to a child. They even give birth at home.
Ah, man.
Imagine.
They push by themselves. The complications.
Imagine. So she gave birth, and of course she had some complications. The baby died, and
they never learn, Katie. So who do you blame? Is
I
it
don't know.
Is it the ignorance? Because we can't say that these people don't know. The message is out there, Katie. They choose this path. So do you blame these people? Do you blame the pastor? Follow is taking advantage. Sometimes I'm like, this pastors are just business. Exactly, you are the problem.
That.
How many people do we talk about Pastor Nganga harassing, beating, slapping, calling his name, but they still go back to the same churches?
Yeah, and this is why I told you, I believe that the people who go to this church are the problem.
It's not that they don't have the message. They have it. They know this is not right. They know you need to take medication for you to feel well. But they are stupid enough to still move on with this religion thing. And they keep dying and dropping dead every day. So do you blame them? Because, Katie, I feel like the pastor is the intermediary. He's just in there for business and to take advantage of your stupidity. Because he has known so well that you're going to listen to my bullshit. So at the end of the day, he's using your naivety, and stuff like that. So you're out there feeling like the pastor is leading, and yet the pastor is just here to take money from you, just here to lie to you each and every day for his own benefit. So
Man,
it's
this is
the problem.
crazy, and the person who is under this church should be arrested because one, they are responsible for the life of these 4 boys,
Yeah.
and also the fact that they went ahead and buried their bodies in the church. You know, it's
Yeah.
the Mackenzie story again, and now if we have the same people doing the same things, I believe these churches should be banned by the fact that now we have, but the fact that we have the president calling himself religious, we can never have churches being
I
banned,
know.
and this is why we are going to lose so many people to this religious nonsense. Imagine a church preaching. You should not. The preachings or the teachings are against medical help. Guys,
Oh man.
they are God.
And you're seeing it and you're still doing it.
And
You know
they,
very
and
well.
they come and tell you our God does not allow us to take medicine.
You
Our
and your God
God,
are dumb.
man.
That is it.
I see Robert Wesley saying that's witchcraft. It's not witchcraft. It's not.
It's stupid naivety and being stupid.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
It's just you are not even naive. It's ignorant, because naive is you don't know. You know, Kate. You know, if I'm not feeling well, I take medicine. I go to the hospital.
And you know praying is not gonna work. You have seen your brothers dying. You have seen your mothers dying, your sisters dying, your neighbors dying, or your other worshippers dying, but you still continue with the same thing.
I know.
Imagine they even lie with the dead bodies in their,
In their
home
homes.
in the name of not going to mortuaries because they are medicines. This is crazy. It is crazy.
Even in death. No, that's it. Even after death,
Even
they still your same God led you to death, and after you're dying, you're about not the same.
God.
Oh my God.
Hey, their God must be
Crazy.
dumb. But
Yeah.
anyway, I see Deno is saying, Ashmani preach, sister.
Yes, I have to preach. It's just stupid naivety for me.
Good afternoon to you too, kid. Deno anasema kiyo shakahola manze.
Ah, it's giving Shakahola, literally.
Shakahola vibes in it, I tell you. Manze, this is just crazy. And I feel like now people need to wake
But
up.
then we passed Shakahola on our way to Mombasa. You remember? I was told. And I went to pee. I went for a call. And they're telling me, kwanza umesimama place pa Shakahola. I got scared. I got scared.
What was scaring you,
I was like, man, what if it just drops down and attacks me here? And I find myself being one of the bodies. Crazy, man.
Man, it is just crazy, but Africans, we need to wake up and realize that now this God that now we claim to praise is not the God that is the true God, you know, and is not the God that is even concerned about our safety, our well-being, and this God is not the real God.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, my people, we are coming to the end of our show for today, and remember, we shall see each other right here on Tuesday. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Christmas to all those who are going to celebrate. In case you're traveling, make sure you are safe. In case you are going to drink, don't drink and drive. In case you're going to drink again, don't drink and walk. And also make sure you are drinking at a safe place. Msiende kwa zile kona za giza. Sai si ile masaa. Do you realize that in December we lose more people than other months?
Exactly.
We have so many road
November and
accidents.
December,
Yes.
literally.
Yeah, we have so many accidents, we have so many people disappearing, and there's a lot happening during this festive season. So you guys, make sure you have a joyous Christmas filled with love, happiness, and prosperity, and also just get to enjoy your holidays. Stay safe. See you on Tuesday.
Mind to you, always remember safety starts with you. So choose your safety, mind where you are actually at, mind your environment, take care of yourself. Do remember, we still want to see you a few days, by the way, to the start of the year. So let's meet here, man. Let us not come on Tuesday and see somebody went where and what happened. Enjoy your festive. Do remember again, and I still preach, this is the season of giving and gifting. Normalize to give so that you can actually receive more. Give somebody a reason to smile on date 26. It is not a must you have to give something big. It's just the thought. The thought of giving, you'll find another beautiful stuff to always give out. And to all the celebrities, kindly, if you're planning to do closet sales, this is the time to give out all your clothes. Happy are the poor. Much love, family. Take care of yourself.
Manze, I see Kivi saying exactly 100% KT, it is a fake god. And also you're saying, damn, I'm late, it's over already. Yes, Manze, you came in late, but we are winding up. You're saying, have a great holiday. Have a great...
Catch us on the replay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Have a great holiday season weekend, ladies. Thank you very much, kid. Have a great one too. And hope to see you on Tuesday. My guys, hope to see you on Tuesday. I'm leaving you with this new jam from Siwa Saida. It is called Kijana Good Job.
I'm not done for fight here, killing the in my soul. Bricks from the east, Nico hustle. I treat my girl. The relationship is not a transaction. What?